Perception is the awareness of one's own environment. Every decision we make is based on how we perceive information. As a result of perceived information, our actions are regulated accordingly. Perception establishes context with concepts and the surrounding natural world. Is it possible to experience the world with perceptual uniqueness? Or are we bound by ancestral programming to maintain a particular point of view? While we are completely capable of establishing our own opinions, our nature as social creatures sometimes limits our desire for authenticity. If we don't join the group think, we may be ostracized. When we endeavor to walk an original path, society seems to get nervous, challenging us to return to the norm. Unfortunately, the norm is mundane and leads us into cyclical conditioning that destroys our spirits. Resigning to the mundane, we become apathetic and lose all sense of reality. Without a sense of truth and reality, our perceptions are molded by hearsay, and we take actions according to false principles. Without a sense of truth and reality, our brains become fodder for the influential personalities that thrive on control. Without a sense of truth and reality, we become livestock, led by the powers that be to the slaughterhouse. When we give up our perceptual integrity to the masses, we are easy prey to fear pushers. The pimps of fear use concepts like terrorism to promote hate and freedom to incite wars. When we look at other people through the contrived perceptions created by the dealers of doom, we are lost. We are granted, as human beings, the ability to use logic and critical thinking skills. It is not our right, but our responsibility as inhabitants of this planet to use our reasoning abilities. The allowance of ignorance and apathy to pervade our perceptions is not acceptable. We will be held accountable for our actions as individuals and as societies. With the application of awareness and intuition, human beings can detect when our perceptions are being hijacked. Instead of ignoring the urgings of our inner guidance to seek the truth, we have the choice to read, research, and gain knowledge. The 18th century French author, historian, and philosopher Voltaire wrote, "Despite the enormous quantity of books, how few people read. And if one reads profitably, one would realize how much stupid stuff the vulgar herd is content to swallow every day. Do not be afraid to learn. Pursue wisdom and understanding. Ground yourself in veracity and engage others in thought-filled exchanges of ideas. We can allow ourselves to follow the perceptions of the herd off the cliff into a sea of ignorance, or we can think for ourselves. The choice is yours. The time to decide has come."